Hey, Elena and Gloria.
Hello, hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Hello.
How are you?
Hi. Long time no
Hi,
see.
I know. How's everybody doing?
Good, good. I'm just trying to set everything up right now, so give me like a couple seconds to figure everything out.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, okay. Wait. Hey, Elena and Gloria.
Hey, what's going on?
Hello.
No, it's not. I'm just testing out YouTube Live.
Oh,
It literally just repeated like something I said 30 seconds ago. So when I said, "Hi, how are you doing?" My second me, not my first me. So
Sounds like your audio's great then.
yeah.
yeah. All right, I turned the sound off on that, so that should prevent it. But I guess there's like a 30-second lag, but whatever. I've
All right,
never
cool.
done this before, so that's the first time. All right, I can't look at both screens though. I'm just gonna stay on Zoom, and if something messes up on YouTube, whatever, I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna edit this podcast anyway, so it's all good.
All
Okay.
right, cool. And then my audio's okay. I know I'm using a mic, so it's like louder sometimes. So
Yeah,
I can always lower it if needed.
I think it's pretty good. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
How's mine? I'm
Okay.
not using a mic. Usually I do use a mic. Uh,
Yours is great. Yeah.
cool. Oh, I could lose this background. Actually, should I keep the background or lose it?
I
Uh,
like it.
I know I kind of like it too. Usually I don't, but I do. Let's see. So there's no background and there is a
Oh,
background.
the background's better. Background, yeah.
All right, all right. And this is my first
Background.
thing I'm grateful for too, so it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Hey.
You're
So
promoing and you pop in the contrast.
nice, nice,
Yeah.
awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah, cool. And the premiere's over, so I don't think fair that I'm like I had to like hide this virtual background until we had the Zoom premiere a couple of weeks ago. Uh, and then I had it, but now since the premiere's already happened, I think we can keep it. So
Yeah, well, you can still be there like cleaning up the aisles with the
yeah,
Right?
after the movie premiere.
yep.
Like we forgot something. Oh yeah, Jordan's still at the theater. We forgot to
Yeah.
pick him up.
It's so cool. It'd be so cool if I could like have a little me just walk around and just like
Oh my gosh.
um
Oh,
uh, all right. So Gloria Garayuga just texted me too. She's like running 2 minutes late, so she'll hop on. Um she left me a voicemail. Wait, what is this? What's going on? I'm gonna be there. Okay, so mechanic. Okay. Okay. She left me like those like text voice things.
Oh, voice note,
Yeah, the voice.
or she's
Yeah.
speaking and then it's transcribing for her.
Yeah, it does that.
Okay.
I'm not used to this though. I just like texting.
right?
I just I'm old school.
School texting.
It is funny when people like they'll like if they're next to you and they're like saying something and they're like saying expletives. They're
Mhm.
just like, "Can you believe him?" Exclamation point! Exclamation point! I don't know what to do right at this point, and it's like it's hilarious. And then I said, "Quote: She sucks." End quote.
Yeah.
Yeah. My aunt, she does the voice thing way too much. And like so her text messages are always like books. And I'm like, just give me like what you need to say in 2 words instead of like a whole book I need to read right now. I don't want to do
Well, she didn't grow up around the times when text
that.
messages were like charged per letter.
Yeah.
So she doesn't understand like there's a reason why LOL exists
Mhm.
instead of haha.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember that. I remember like it was like 50 texts a month you had. So you had to be careful who you texted.
Yeah.
That was wild. Uh, yeah, but now we're in the future. So awesome. I gotta put the wheel of names on.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh, and we're supposed to have 10, right?
yeah, yeah. Why do you have like two?
Let me write those down.
Yeah, write them down. I did mine this morning, like 2 hours ago. Um, and then all right, so I'll put Gloria. Yeah, you got a little bit of time. And if you're not first, you got even more time. So, but if you
So
are
you did
first,
this you did
oh
this last year?
Yeah, we did this last year as well. It was like my second episode of the whole podcast. And it also was kind of spur of the moment as well. But yeah, last year we also had Glow and Gloria, and then we also had David and Marissa. But again, like last year, this year I planned it like 2 days beforehand because I was like, oh my gosh, Thanksgiving is next week, and I'd like to put this episode out before Thanksgiving. So yeah, I pretty much emailed everyone like 2 days ago, and I was like, anyone want to come back or anyone else want to do this? Uh, and I found out last year we had 5 people, and it took like an hour and like 20 minutes maybe, which was longer than like anticipated. Like I didn't mind. Hey Gloria.
Hey, sorry to interrupt. Keep talking, and then I want to say
Yeah.
hello.
I was just saying like I just planned this like 2 days before because November got away from me. Um, and then yeah, like last year we had 5, this year we'll have 4, but I think hopefully it should take like an hour or less. Because ideally that's best for editing too. If it's really long, so it takes a lot longer to edit if I do edit it. So
Well, it was a nice surprise. It's okay that it was a spur of the moment
yeah,
thing. Yeah. I can't believe it's been a year.
yeah.
Oh,
I mean, Thanksgiving always reminds me to do it. So
there you go. Yeah.
yeah.
Sorry for my background. Everyone else has such a pretty background. Gloria has a nice, simple background. Mine is
My
like,
audition wall.
oh, okay. Hi, Elena.
Hi, how are you?
Good, good. How are you?
Good, good.
Yeah, I was just telling Jordan, I feel like I've just run a marathon. Like, so I got up and did my thing. I worked out and all that, but I had to take the car to the mechanic, when they opened, and then I had to walk back in the rain. And that was
Oh,
just like
no.
5 minutes ago. So,
Oh,
Oh my
but I'm
gosh.
good.
okay, good. Yeah, I was setting up for this. I didn't see anything until like 5 minutes ago. But then I saw the voicemail, but I only read it. I didn't play it.
Oh, okay. That's
But I
fine.
thought
I'm
it,
just letting you know. I
yeah,
thought he was going to call during our call, but he's called already, so we're good.
cool. Awesome. Okay. Awesome. Yeah. Like if anyone does call during your call, just put your mic on silent. Um,
Okay.
or just like, take the call and be like, hey, I'm doing the Grateful 10 right now. What are you grateful for?
Okay, I made my list. Let me pull it up.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I wrote mine on paper. Um,
The old-fashioned way.
yeah. I
Yes.
always
I'm writing them down now.
awesome.
That's good, Gloria, because they're fresh.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
I feel like last year I overthought it because I'm like, I have to say something smart. Don't worry, nothing I say today will be smart. I'm just gonna tell you the things I'm grateful for.
I think yeah, last year was pretty good though. You had a lot last year too. You went over 10. You had like 12 or 14, I think.
Yeah, there'll be less. I got 10. I had to stretch for it, but I got them.
Yeah. I had like 8 and then I was like, oh, I gotta think of 2 more. And I thought of 2 more, but I was like, or I could just times 3 the first one.
Oh, cool.
No, I stuck with 10. So
That's
awesome.
more editing for you later.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I only have like I want to put this out Tuesday, Wednesday on Spotify. So I think probably be editing all Monday and then just get it out there because I want to get it out before Thanksgiving. It doesn't really make sense to do it like after. I mean, you could, but whatever. But
Yeah,
awesome.
that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll start. I'll do like official introduction now, and then I'll go to the wheel of names. We'll spin the wheel to see who goes first. And then if it lands on you, just say you're grateful 10. You can take as much time as you want. Hopefully not more than like, don't go too long actually. But because we want to get it done like in less than an hour and a half or an hour if we can.
Do we have a timer? Should each of us have a okay.
It's not like notes for
Right.
writing group. Where they
Counting
don't need a
down.
timer because people will just give notes. But yeah, no, I don't want to do a timer. And we can also, if you want to as well, you could like if you relate to what someone says about what they're grateful for, feel free to jump in and comment.
That's
Um,
nice.
yeah, yeah. We want to make it like somewhat conversational. And it's also more fun instead of like having one person talk for way too long, which is what I often do. So, um, yeah, feel free to jump in on anyone's if you want. Yeah, all right, cool. We've already started, but whatever. We'll do officially start. But yeah, welcome to another episode of Screenwriters Talk Screenwriting. This is the annual Grateful 10 episode. And by annual, it's the second time we're doing it. So we did this last year. It was the second episode of the podcast, and now we're doing it again. And pretty much we have screenwriters and actors, well, I guess screenwriter and actresses saying what we're grateful for, 10 things. So pretty much we all listed 10 things we're grateful for the past year. Last year we did the last 10 years, but this year I thought we'd do it different, just make it 1 year. Next year maybe it'll be 5. I don't know. But yeah, we'll spin the wheel of names to see who randomly goes. And if it lands on you, say the 10 things you've been grateful for the past year. And that's it. And we'll just have some fun and talk about what we're grateful for. So, all right. Let's see. I'll get the wheel of names going. Let me know if you can see my screen. Screen. Here we go. All right. Can everyone see this?
Yes, can.
All right, cool. Here we go.
Should be like some Jeopardy music. No, just kidding.
Oh yeah. I mean, you can sing if you want.
You can put it in post. Dinner! Chicken dinner.
This is so cute. The little wheel. That is so
Yeah.
cute. Wheelofnames.com. Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you,
wheelofnames.com.
Names.
Yeah, I think Chloe was the one who told us about this, right? I think about last.
Oh,
I think
sorry. The
so.
other Gloria.
Yeah, I use it for my local buy nothing group.
I need to get into that.
Is that your first thing, Gloria? The first thing you're thankful for?
You mean glow?
Glow. Yeah, glow.
The wheel of names. Yes, we're grateful for that. Yes.
Awesome. Very cool. Anyway.
Awesome. All right. Well, Gloria, you go first again.
Okay.
Oh,
Again? Last year I went first?
yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure you were first.
Oh, we'll have to compare. Amazing. Let's keep that tradition going. Who needs a wheel? Okay. All right. I want to start with what's going to sound like a corny one, but it's my health. But it matters because if you don't have health, you don't have anything. And earlier this year, I got allergies. For the first time, I've lived in California for 21 years and I had seasonal allergies and it knocked me out. Knocked me out for 8 weeks, you guys. Like full congestion, miserable. I was going to events and couldn't engage with people because I couldn't breathe, right? If there was free food or wine or drinks, I couldn't have any of it because when you can't breathe, you can't swallow. So I was just upset. Obviously, I had no social life for those 8 weeks. Anyway, I got better, but it took time. Like I said, it took 8 weeks. And then fast forward to September, I had my very first panic attack. I've never had one of those. So, went to doctors, did all the other things first to make sure it wasn't other things before I figured out it was just a panic attack. And then I realized I need to chill out. I need to take care of myself and chill out. So I want to make health my number one because I am good right now. And I'm so grateful because when everything's good, you don't even notice.
Yeah.
Everything's fine. But when things are not good, you notice, right? So I just want to give thanks for my health, number one.
Hold on. Wait, sorry to interrupt you.
Please.
I just realized I didn't hit.
You didn't record any of that. Okay, no problem. I'm an actor, take 2.
Let's say the health thing one more time. I'm gonna record it to the cloud.
So you didn't record even the wheel?
No, I have it on YouTube though, so I think YouTube recorded it. But I usually record to the cloud. This is why I tell people to remind me. If I don't tell people to remind me, it's when I remind myself. But this year I was like, oh, I'll remember. And guess what? I did not remember. So, all right, sorry.
Live television, people.
So what do you want to do? Do you want to just cut to the point or do it all over again?
Just cut to number one again. Just go to number. So I'll act like, all right, Gloria, you're up first, just like last year. There you go.
Okay. All right. So I'm the first. This is take 2. I don't think we have to hide that fact. Okay. So I was just saying that my health is my number one thing I'm grateful for. You might get the expedited version of it this time. So I got seasonal allergies for the first time this year. It knocked me out for 8 weeks. I was pretty miserable. And then got better. But then I ended up getting my very first panic attack just a few months later. And that's one of the scariest things because there are some similar symptoms for lots of people, but there's no one formula for anybody. So you don't know you're having that. You don't know what's going on when it happens. And for some people, it's a few minutes. Mine lasted several days. So I really thought something was wrong, you know. Fast forward, I'm okay, thank God, because it really scared the crap out of me. I was like ready to make a will. And like, who do I leave things to? Do I need to start a trust? Because you know, I'm single, and I was like, who do I leave things to? There's no one to like inherit it from me, right? So I was literally thinking about my mortality, and I say this not to be morbid, but it's almost like grounding ourselves and realizing that outside of the entertainment industry, there are other things to think about, and that we have to think about other things. Okay, I'm gonna move on since I was take two, and that was the only one I got to. So let's move on. So 2025, as far as my career is concerned, has been eye-opening. It was very slow, but it was beautiful in a way because I never felt upset about it. Along the way, there were always opportunities, there were the occasional bookings, but I was kind of busy doing personal development this year and obviously taking care of my health. And so I was okay. So I ended up, I teach at a college, and it's incredibly satisfying. I absolutely love teaching higher education, and I've been teaching 20 years anyway, acting. But higher education is really a sweet spot for me. So that's my number two. My number two is that I absolutely want to be grateful for my job, my teaching job. I also have a private coaching business, and that's thriving. So I feel like I'm good in that department. I didn't do a lot of traveling this year. I did travel to Puerto Rico, and I put that as my number three. I was only there for 4 days, but for anyone that knows me personally, for the last 2 years, I didn't travel because I had a sick cat, and my baby was everything to me. He passed away, and so this year, since I had not traveled for 2 years while I took care of him, this year that trip to Puerto Rico was so symbolic for me. It was very freedom based. And Puerto Rico is where my family's from. And so it was just important to go back to my roots and just be on this island and just be grateful. And honestly, those 4 days were everything. I danced, I ate, I took in the sun. It was so amazing. And I need to do more stuff like that. Because I do get hung up on, you know, the everyday. Okay, my number four is movement. I found my love again for dance. I used to dance a lot as a younger adult, and then I just brought it back. I've always loved it, and I'd go occasionally here and there whenever I could fit it in, but I really made it a priority, like nonstop. I try to go dancing 4 nights a week. That's crazy, right? But it's great exercise, and the alternative, if I don't have a job, right? The alternative is sitting on my couch at home, and why would I want to do that?
Yeah.
So I'm out there, I'm dancing, I'm socializing, I'm meeting people. And because I dance salsa and other Latin dance, I don't drink alcohol because you can't drink and be on rhythm, right? So it's been a wonderful thing to bring back into my life because I'm not going out to drink, I'm not going out to get plastered. Not that that was ever a problem, but when we are adults and we go out, that's usually what we do is we go to a bar. And so for me, I've been dancing. And I absolutely love it. Check out my Instagram. There's currently a story on there. The teacher made me the key dancer at the end of the night, and that was kind of fun. Okay, my number five is my clients and my students because I've been very, very lucky. I've had some gems, and so these students really keep me inspired. Because if I have a student that is really kicking ass and doing everything an actor's supposed to do, it really reminds me, well, I should be doing that. Like I have a student right now who's auditioning for the Actors Studio, and he chose me to be his coach. And I thought to myself, why haven't I auditioned for the Actors Studio? Like so, and then I had a student just last year. She asked me to coach her on her Juilliard audition, and it's just little things like that that I'm like, this is awesome, you know. And it just inspires me to think bigger. So that's my number five. Oh, number six. I don't think these are in order, FYI. They're just how they came to my brain. I put my cat down because the one that passed away, his 1 year anniversary was just last week. So the one that's remaining just brings me peace, and my home needs to be peaceful because God knows outside cannot be sometimes. So my home is my sanctuary, and I just love that I come home and I have a furry creature to, pet. Okay, my number 7, I think, because I didn't number these, but I think I'm up to 7. New friendships. This year I made a ton of new friends. Not only through my dance community, but also the TV Academy, which I belong to. And, as we get older, I think making new friends isn't a priority, especially because some of us are married or, we're just really engaged with our families or our work priorities. But I just made a ton of new friends, and I'm just so grateful for that. Okay, I guess number 8 is the few auditions. So auditions is my number 8. The few auditions I have had were big ones. So they weren't many. I can tell you that. Probably count on my 2 hands. But the ones that I did have were big ones, and I feel like, okay, quality over quantity, that's fine. And as far as bookings, which would be my number 9, I did book a few voiceover jobs, so I'm grateful for that. And then I booked my first and so far only on-camera job, and I'm going to film that on Sunday and Monday. Yay! I mean, that's my thing. Voiceover work has always been supplementary, and it's been substantial, coincidentally, but it's on camera. It's where my dreams lie. So I'm grateful for that. And then my last one is a little personal, but I'm sharing it with the 4 of you, is my dating life. I decided this year to date like a man. So let me explain what that means. Men date multiple women and don't say anything. I decided, screw that. I'm tired of being loyal to one to just be left. I'm going to date whoever the hell I want at the same time. And when I find the man that wins my heart, I'll be exclusive. Mm-hmm. And I was honest with every one of them, and they all took it very well. So I've had a thriving dating life this year. I'm still single, but I've had fun. And I think that's important because everything I just mentioned has really helped me shine my light. Mm-hmm. And I think if I focus just on the industry can dim your light. And I don't want to be that person. Like, you got to show up in the world with things to offer, but you also have to replenish those things. So I feel like this year I'm grateful because I did that. Thank you. I think I'm done. Thank you for listening, you guys. You're attentive listeners.
Same person. We're like the same person. Gloria. Oh,
okay. So we don't need the wheel. Maybe Gloria can go next. And
we will have to talk off camera. I'm like,
maybe Gloria and Gloria should have a podcast.
Or hang out, become friends in like a coffee shop.
Yeah.
Make it another for 2025 friendship.
I already love Gloria, so I'd be happy to do that. Well, thank you all for listening. All right.
Cool. All right, we'll go back to the wheel. Here we go. Share. Boom. All right. So he goes next.
What happened to David? Did you say? What happened to David?
Oh, he's got deadlines. He had a big writing deadline today. So he texted me this morning. He's like, I don't think I can do it, man. And I'm like, it's okay. Like that. Yeah.
Elena! I won. I love this wheel of names. Yeah, this is so cute.
Good website, yeah.
Adorable. Yay. Okay. So what I did was like the second you texted me, I just started writing. Just started writing as much as I could, which is rare because I never stop to think about that. Like, even if it's Thanksgiving, I don't stop to think around the table. Like, I just don't. But I think this kind of helped me to remind myself to do that every once in a while. So I was surprised I named one thing, let alone 10, and maybe some micro ones. But so they're not in any particular order. They were just kind of what came to my head. But I do want to start with the first one. I mean, the last one that I wrote down, because it happened this morning. So this year, many things happened up and down. I just feel like it just went by so fast that I didn't know what, like, all of a sudden it's November and it's like, I could have sworn it was January still. But what kind of got me through this year was the unpredictableness is this YouTuber that popped up on my feed, probably through Facebook or something, and her name is Charlotte Dobre. if you listen to her, all she does is like she just reads like Reddit posts, and like she just makes comments, and like she has her opinions and stuff, and it's just really fun. Most of it is like wedding drama or dating drama or in-law drama, so lots of relatable stuff. So it's just really fun, and like anytime I just want to like either just tune out today, just listen to something, just to kind of ground myself and also laugh at the same time, I listen to her. Very into it. So I listened to her just before this morning. I listened to a couple episodes to catch up. So another thing, grateful to see my friends thriving. Like if anything, that the love at first sight, love at first spite happened, was that like seeing everyone like kind of catch up, and like they're doing this, they moved here, they're teaching here, I'm just like, wow, what a difference. Like, what was it, 3 years ago that was?
Yeah.
That like
Everyone was LA back then.
everyone's different, everyone's like they're doing all thing. Jordan, you just like, look, you have no hair now, and then you're just like, oh, just who is this guy that's like killing it over there in Buffalo? It's amazing. So I just loved watching that, so thanks for hosting that as well. Another thing, I am grateful that I haven't given up on my, like, I want to say career, but just like kind of living day by day, and just noticing that like if something bad happens, like there's always tomorrow. Or if something great happens and I'm like, great, I can do it again tomorrow. So I just, in general, just, I guess this is also why the year went by so fast, because it's just like I didn't really think. I just focused on a day, whatever I have in my schedule, just do that and move on to the next thing. And I'm still acting. I still have a couple businesses going. I'm still here. I'm still living life. Let's see. I think I'm on to the fifth one, I think. So like, this one's my favorite one. My favorite one is that I think I'm just embracing getting older, and I'm kind of owning it. And I'm noticing that I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
Like there are things that I used to do where I'm just like this, oh, please, like me, like, watch, be careful what you say to like an industry person and stuff like that. And now I'm like, I think I'm at an age where I'm good and I don't necessarily need this job, but if I can fit in somewhere, that's awesome. But I'm more interested in like what you're up to and what's going on in your life. And then like, I'm not here to just say like, hey, like pick me for a job. It's just more of like, it's just to start a conversation. But if I'm not gonna get my heart broken if like you switch to someone else, or like you give your casting to another actor you've seen and you want to root for. Like, I'm just here to just kind of, like I said before, live day to day. So yeah, getting older is awesome. And I get to play roles that have more depth, and and I can turn it on and I can turn it off, and I can be happy. I can, like, on all that incorporates age and I guess wisdom, I guess, but that's weird to say, at least for now. I'm grateful for my reps. They certainly push for things that I wouldn't have thought of before, but as we're all our worst critics, so I'm not really sure what I can see myself doing. But it's just like they'll send me something and it's like, well, I'm not going to question you, but I am curious about how this turns out. And they've been great. Like, I've been getting feedback, like just letting go of control. I've done all the work my whole life. Just give me material, and then just however it goes through, I just trust my reps, and I'm super, super grateful for them as well. The roof over my head. That's something simple. Not a lot of people can pay for groceries as much anymore, or like be able to struggle with like it's hard times. And just the fact that I can at least say that I have a roof over my head and it's raining outside, I have air conditioning. I'm very lucky for than many people.
It's raining in LA right now.
It's trickling. It's not
Yeah,
really like,
I walked home from the mechanic in the rain.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's raining.
In rainy.
yeah, it's like, it's not too bad, but not New York level, I would say. But that being said, I think I'm on to my 10th one. I think I didn't number them, but my is the obvious one. My dog. He is my best friend. He is my co-pilot. He's my everything, and
I saw
he's
him
napping right
Yeah,
now.
he jumped. When Gloria was talking
Oh.
about the cat, I saw a jump, and I was like, I saw
That's as cute as to say hi to your cat.
yeah.
But yeah, so he's a good little guy, and all the self-tape rumblings around that happens, but he's my best friend. So yeah, that's it.
Awesome.
Yay.
Awesome. Great job. Cool. All right, we'll go back to the wheel. Let me see.
Ooh, 50-50.
Yeah, exactly.
What's
Right.
next?
I bet it's Gloria because ladies first.
We'll see. Yeah.
All my
Oh.
money's on red.
Oh.
Ooh.
No.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Yay.
Okay, we'll save the lady for last.
Yeah. It was also, since Glow was like writing hers down. I don't know if you're done writing it down, but it gives you inspiration still if you need it. So, okay, awesome. Did I close that window? Okay, cool. I'm talking and doing things at the same time. I like forget what I'm doing sometimes. Okay, cool. So yeah, my grateful 10. I just wrote these down like an hour ago. All right, so first one, Love at First Spite. It's kind of obvious, but like, yeah, I have a movie on Amazon, which is pretty
Yeah, that's
awesome.
cute.
Yes, you do.
Yeah. So you sound
I
like,
think, are we all in it?
yeah, you're all in it. Yeah. Yeah.
Yay.
What? No way.
Yeah. Well, I know Glo's gonna watch it this weekend, but Glo, we give you like a little bit long, bigger storyline than I don't know if you've watched it yet, but like
What, Glow?
yeah. Well, like have you I don't know
Watch
if you've seen that, but your storyline's a little bit bigger than it was when we were filming it. You'll see. But
Glow,
Okay.
you are so charming in this
yeah.
that I cannot believe you did not see this, because
I haven't seen it yet either.
Yeah, I was
What?
waiting for this weekend because I have this weekend off, thankfully, and it's like the first time in a while, and so I was like, okay, I'm gonna sit down with my partner.
Yes.
We're gonna watch it,
make
like
it a night,
time. Yeah,
popcorn.
make
Yeah,
it
yes.
night tonight.
Enjoy it. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I
When
love
are
it
you
so
watching
much.
it, Glow? Are you watching it on Saturday?
No, like tonight.
Okay, I was gonna say maybe we could watch it at the same time. Just text each other. What'd you think? No,
Yeah.
I'll still text you. Sorry, we're interrupting Jordan.
Yes,
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like, talk about my movie. I don't care.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ian alone is just like I always think of what's it called? What's that movie where the guy's dancing? Napoleon Dynamite.
Okay.
I don't remember what it's about, but I will remember Ian dancing as well. I mean,
yeah.
it was like Love at First Sight. It's like it tells a story already in the title,
Mhm.
but Ian's dancing. What was he dancing to? Staying Alive?
Yeah, he was dancing to Staying Alive, was what I heard. I wasn't there when they shot that part, but I heard he was dancing to Stay Alive, and yeah.
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 Otherwise, funny, charming. It speaks Jordan. Yeah, you guys, please get in a group chat when you watch it.
Yeah, and Glow, you have one of my favorite lines too when they talk about the house, and you're like, "I'd kill my own mother for this house. Kill her good." Like, it was such a funny line. So it's like 20 minutes into the movie, but yeah, it's really good. But yeah, so like I wrote this movie as a TV pilot in 2019 originally, and I remember writing it. I wrote it in Westwood. There was a bar inside Ralph's in Westwood. And I worked at Marvis Entertainment at the time. I used to walk to Ralph's to like beat the traffic, and I'd get like a flight of beers, and I wrote it for Deadline Junkies as a TV pilot. As I was drinking the bar is now long gone. It was cool to have a bar inside of a grocery store. I thought it was cool. But and I also wrote like Coffee Bean and stuff like too, but it was cool to see that be a TV pilot and then grow into a movie. We wrote it, like me, Marissa, and Ian teamed up, wrote it as a movie in 2021. Then we shot it, of course, principal photography with all of you. in 2021, and then it's been put into post-production for the past 4 years, but it's in like super amazing condition. Sound is amazing, the visual is amazing, like everything that needed to be cleaned up got cleaned up, and then like even more, it was like expanded upon. So yeah, I'm really proud of it. I'm so thankful for everyone who cast in it, crew in it, who just made it even better than it possibly, could be. And it's super funny. So I'm and it's on Amazon, which is like so cool. I'm like, yeah, I got a movie I wrote that's on Amazon. And I just appreciate all the support. We had like we had a virtual premiere. Then we also, in Buffalo, I had a premiere last week. And I'm just really thankful for all the people who came to the Buffalo premiere as well. Cause it was cool to like see it in the theater and everyone was laughing. And it's cool to like hear jokes that I wrote 6 years ago and like get a big laugh. And I was like, that was like just really cool to me. So very thankful.
I'm gonna say pocket meat forever. I'm gonna say
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, everyone loved it. My uncle still texted about that yesterday. So yeah. So that's awesome to see Love at First Bite get out there and on Amazon. And the second thing, kind of I mentioned, like, so we had a Buffalo premiere last week. My second thing, there's like a really like big filmmaking community in Buffalo now, and it's like it was not really this big when I left, like for LA, like 15 years ago. But now it's growing and growing, and there's like I have way more friends. It's cool to like have friends who I can also talk industry with, like in person. And I think it took me like almost maybe a year or 6 months to a year to like find those people in Buffalo, but now they're here and they're supporting. Like they came to the Love at First Bite premiere last year. We do a Buffalo filmmakers meetup once a month where we meet at a different like restaurant or bar like every first Thursday. And it's just cool to see like it's growing and growing, and there's like actors and writers and directors, and like we just talk shop and support each other. So that's really cool. That's my second thing. My third thing, kind of also piggybacking off it, I have like I do coaching as well. So I do screenwriting coaching. A lot of it is on Zoom. But I got to do some like in-person coaching this past year, and that was really cool. And I got like a screenwriting job the first 3 months of this year in Buffalo. So that was really cool. I had a client in Buffalo. I was meeting with her like once a week, and I was writing the script with her based on like a true story. And that was just really cool to like meet with someone and just kind of write for like 3-4 months, and that like supported me, and that was awesome. So I'm really, really happy about that. Fourth thing is just family and friends. I think also the older I get, the more I appreciate that. And it's also like, it's weird too. I kind of think about like different chapters of my life, like family I always have, and I'm super grateful for them and all the support they give me. But also friends, it's cool to like how in life, like there's chapters of friends, there's like friends you had in your early 20s and then your mid 20s, or at least for me, like late 20s. And like, I'm so grateful for all of them. And like some of them I haven't seen in 10 years. And some of them, I only see on Zoom now. But it's like, it's just very cool. And like right now we have my wife and I have a group of friends here. We call ourselves the creative craft crew, because my wife and they like to craft stuff. I like to talk creative stuff. But it's like we're all like kind of like-minded people, and we just hang out and like talk movies and watch movies and have like parties and stuff, and it's really cool. So yeah. Fifth thing, screenwriting coaching. I got to do that a lot more this year, which is really cool. I have more clients on Zoom that I meet. It's also like, I think Gloria, you were all about like the way you said it too, like reminding me, like they also inspire me as well. I get to talk with them. And one of my clients, actually the first client I ever had was Cheryl Chase, who's the voice of Angelica Pickles on Rugrats. And I coached her to write this like web series, like me and her would meet. And that web series got produced this year. So it was just kind of really cool to like meet with someone for a while. Like she would send me the scripts and I would coach her, and it was cool to see those scripts actually get made. So now it's in post-production now, but it was just really cool to see that get produced earlier this year. And then sixth thing, my YouTube channel. I've been working really, really hard like the past like 6 months to 9 months to like get videos on there and just figure it out. There's a lot more to YouTube than like I thought there was, and like in terms of like growing an audience and figuring it out. But like it's compounding though. Like the more I do it, the easier it, not easier, I guess the easier it becomes, but like I got my first 1,000 subscribers November 1st, like 3 weeks ago.
Woo!
Yeah, and that was like, I was like, when am I gonna get 1,000 subscribers? And I was like trying super hard. And now that I have 1,000 subscribers, I got like, now it's like I'm almost getting 100 a week. So I think that
Yeah.
first 1,000 is like I've always heard that too. That first 1,000 is like the hardest to get, and then after that, it like compounds and you get more and more. So that was just really cool to like get. That was one of my goals for this year, was to get 1,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel, and I made that happen. So I'm really happy about that. I'm really happy for people who comment too, and like you get like little YouTube communities, like some people who comment all the time. And like it's cool to like just get people who watch YouTube, my YouTube channel, and be a part of it. 7 is this is something I don't think I would say like last. I think Elena, you kind of like, I thought your number 5 was like wisdom and like getting older and like giving less fucks.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
this kind of ties in with that. Like my number 7 is like, I guess like my focus, my hustle, and my drive, and like being able to be proud of like what I did in the past. I think I'm used to be I'm still hard on myself, but I used to be even harder on myself. Um, but I think this year I kind of like had like a breakthrough, and like I can now like I give myself more credit, and like uh I also like stop giving a fuck about what other people think, especially when like they don't put in the work that I put out, or like do. So it's kind of I don't know, it's kind of nice to like reflect back. And like I heard that I was listening to a podcast yesterday, and they were saying like your 20s, like the energy you have in your 20s, you're never going to have again. Like the you could party all the time or you could work. And I was like kind of thinking about that too. I was like, in my 20s, I was in LA, and like with Deadline Junkies and writing, like I wrote like I think like 25 movies in my 20s. And I don't think I could do that again. Like in my 30s, like I get tired now. I want I appreciate sleep way more than I did in my 20s. I could, write for 3 hours, or write most of the night and then get 3 hours of sleep and still be writing in the morning. Now I'm like, I really want that 8 hours of sleep.
Yeah, I mean, you need that sleep to like you recharge differently, and just to
Yeah.
hopefully this will you can take with you. I think I've known you for years now to
Yeah.
know you enough where you hustle your ass off, because
Mhm.
you're a beast with that, and you've done it with your in your 20s, which is great and awesome, but you're also like a genuine person that like cares not just about the work, or you mean you have a career in helping others. Like who else can say that? And that like even if you didn't have it, you still care about every person that you've interacted with, that like you can just give yourself the relief of like you do what you can, and if the money comes, it comes. Like I that's so I admire you, just from watching the what you've been doing before and what you're doing now. It's crazy. So that ties back into what to my number 2, but continue anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, like thank you. And I think too, like doing all that work, it's like I take it for granted all the time, and I try not to as much anymore. But yeah, like doing all that work in my 20s gave me the wisdom and knowledge in my 30s to be able to help people, and like teach them. Because I like sometimes in my mind I'm like, oh, everyone knows how to like sell a script and everyone knows how to do this, and I'm like, wait, people don't, because people ask me this question all the time, and I'm like, oh, like yeah, then I teach them. And I'm like, I have to stop taking the knowledge I know for granted, and kind of be also more present and be like thankful for my past self. So yeah, and that's something. Yeah, just number 7. I think this year alone I've been able to be like reflect on that and be like, yeah, it's awesome what I did before. Um so yeah, number 8. Oh, everyone who listens to my podcast. My podcast is also, I think number 8 is my podcast. I started this last year. Um, the Grateful 10 episode was episode 2 of the podcast. And now it's good. Now this episode, which we're doing right now, is like episode 23. So it's really cool that like podcast, I was like growing. And also there's like an audience, and I love people who also like comment on Spotify, and like I'm able to help them out as well. So that's just like, it's cool to see something grow as much and also stick to it. Because I think a lot of things, a lot of times people start things and like never finish it. And I'm always big on finishing and doing it. Um, so yeah. Number nine. Number nine is just kind of like, I think Elena, you brought this up, I forgot what number you had, but it was like everyday things that we can easily take for, like I wrote food, iced coffee, electricity.
Yes.
But it's like,
Yes.
like having a roof over our head. Yeah, like not everyone has that. I have like a client who's in like Lebanon, and I'll Zoom with him, and his electricity goes off like all the time, and he's still Zooming with me in the dark. And I like the first time it happened, I was like, "Are you okay?" He's like, "Yeah, man, it happens every day. Like, don't worry." And I'm like, well, "Okay." So
Yeah, and it happens in Puerto Rico every single day.
yeah,
So we do take it for granted that we just, yeah, we're
Yeah.
spoiled here.
yeah,
Running water, electricity.
yeah. Like all those things we get every day, I think we should be definitely grateful for. So yeah, yeah, I love all the things every day. Number 10. Okay, number 10. I started this thing called Screenwriting Success Club. It's on school.com, SKOOL.com. And like I heard about this thing like a year ago, school. And I was like, what is this? Should I like, and I was like, maybe I should do it, maybe I should not should do it. And it's pretty much a community platform. And like the way someone kind of described it to me, it was like if it was like a Facebook community, but everybody was nice and everybody was there for the same goal. But it's also like a membership thing. And but I started this like 3 months ago or maybe 2.5 months ago. And it's been awesome. There's so many cool people who've joined. It's also, we do like group meetings. So like we'll talk about how to market a screenplay, how to, right now we're doing like write a Christmas movie in 45 days. So we have like a weekly meeting and everyone, there's 4 of us who come every Wednesday and we're all writing 14 pages a time every week. So it's just kind of cool to like, they also really inspires me too because it's giving me accountability and deadlines, and also like everyone else in that in there too is like also has accountability and deadlines, and we're hearing about each other's stories. And like I the other day I was like talking about my story and I was like, I have way too many characters, I need to cut some characters out. And it's kind of cool that I could discover that now with this thing. So yeah, they also really inspire me. And like a bunch of them watched Love at First Fight, which is really cool. I want to tie that back into this. But yeah, the Screenwriting Success Club on School has been pretty awesome. I think like now when I tried it out, I was like, I'll dabble into it, but now I'm like, I'm gonna keep this going and keep the community growing because it is a really awesome community. And it's like it's also cool to like, it really helps with like selling scripts too. Like I always have to get better with like pushing scripts, making sure producers read it, and I can get really bad at that. But now that I have like a meeting once a month, where literally we sit down, talk about, okay, we're emailing this producer, and then we for 2 hours and that's what I did yesterday. Yesterday for 2 hours, I emailed all these producers who have scripts that they haven't I sent them, but they haven't read yet. But it's a constant reminder every month, like, all right, I'm emailing this person because that's how you sell scripts. It's persistence and perseverance. Because a lot of people you send it out to and then they just forget about it. But yeah, anyways, okay. So those are my 10. Yeah. So woo.
Yay.
Awesome. All right. So I'm gonna spin the wheel one more time because it's fun, You don't have
Gonna
to, but
be-
What?
uh
I wonder who it's gonna land on.
yeah, right. All right, here we go.
over. Glow
I'm
took
still
over.
enjoying it though.
Wheel, this is awesome.
Wow!
Oh,
Yay!
All right. Okay. Oh, yes, I quickly jotted down my 10 this morning here. And then as y'all were speaking, I was like, oh, let me adjust some. This reminds me of certain things. And so first, definitely am thankful for my family. We have been having some challenges. And so I'm very appreciative of, especially my 2 older sisters. They've been doing what we would consider the heavy lifting of the challenges with aging parents and the situation that our family is going through. It's health related. So, as Gloria mentioned, I'm thankful for my health, but my parents, they're both going through things. And so hopefully in the new year, they'll be doing better. A second thing, I am grateful for my husband. And I know y'all are probably like, what? I have a husband? I have a husband. We eloped at the end of September.
Nice.
No way.
Woo!
Yeah, yeah.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Awesome.
Yes. So, you know, as Elena was saying, thank you for having a roof over my head, because actually I feel like it's partly because my husband, as you know, a great enough job to kind of somewhat support me in living in a nice, decent apartment, and he buys the groceries. And so, you know, I'm like, I can eat okay. I can now have health insurance thanks to him. So I'm really grateful for him. And I will say, we're also grateful for this place called 1 Hour Marriage in Alhambra. They are a small family business. Like everyone in the family is ordained, the husband, the wife, the daughter, and then some aunties. And they basically, you can go to them, you can go online and book a 1 hour appointment with them to marry you, or you can book them to go to you wherever you're getting married at. And they married Aubrey Plaza and her late husband,
Oh, wow.
and they married Rita Ora and Taika Waititi.
Whoa.
And we found them just online. And then, so yeah, one afternoon we just
Wow.
drove to Alhambra and got married at their office. It was
That's awesome.
kind of interesting. This goes back to what I was mentioning last year about like my top three is family, friends, and fans.
Mhm.
So I kind of lumped friends and fans together because sometimes there's a blurred line between friends who are also fans, but then fans who like become friends. And I noticed that, like Gloria was saying, it's been kind of slow this year. And so some of the gigs that I booked were thanks to friends and fans, because they reached out to me and they would say, hey, can you be a part of this shoot, this weekend? Or, hey, we want you to do VO for this, whatever thing. And I'm like, oh, cool. Yes, I can help. So definitely grateful for friends and fans. I'm also grateful for my survival job. I know you guys have other great, professional things that are related to whether acting or writing and the extension of that. But mine is like I'm strictly just an actor. I just act and voice act. So uh I have what other actors have is just a survival job. And thankfully, my survival job has been very flexible and low stress. So it allows me just to kind of go do the thing. And when I do book something, or when I have an audition, or when I have something come up, that they're super flexible with my schedule. And they're like, yeah, we'll just shift your shift, or we'll just, give your shift to someone else, or whatever it is. So I've been very grateful for that particular, job, which is just for survival purposes. Um, am I on 5 now? I don't even know. I wrote numbers next to these things, but I've kind of like merged some of them based on what you guys were saying. So the next one is what Gloria mentioned about travel. It's, obviously this year has been very crazy. And we know now that like travel is hindered for a lot of people because of, finances, or even just TSA, government shutdown, whatever. So I'm very grateful that we were able to go to Japan and Taiwan over the summer. We had never been to Japan before, and it was one of those like lifelong dreams of going to Japan and experiencing a very, otherworldly place, a very, we kind of knew what to expect, but also were just, once we got there, we were like, oh my gosh, it is as magical as everyone says it is. And then I went to Taiwan, which is where I'm from, and I was long overdue for a trip. I hadn't been there since 2015. So yeah, 10 years to visit family and friends. And so I was very grateful to be able to go back and visit them. And then the next thing is I'm grateful for some of the auditions that I've had this year put me out of my comfort zone. So Gloria was mentioning dance and her love of dance. I also grew up dancing as a young kid. You know, I had all these various genres, and then as a young adult, I added some other fun genres. And then just, you know, obviously I moved out here to LA, kind of life took over and I'm chasing acting. And so I didn't get to do as much dancing. And then I had a musical theater audition recently, totally out of my comfort zone because I'm not really a singer and I hadn't danced in a long time. And they were like, after the singing audition, they were like, come back. Can you come back the next day for the chorus call? We're going to have, you know, 2 different sessions and just bring your character shoes. And I was like, okay, I can do that. You know, like, ooh, I'm an old lady too. I was like, I gotta stretch, you know, I gotta really get my, you know, movements all limbered up. So it was quite challenging and putting myself into this audition. You know, someone was telling me like, that's really great that you're giving it a go because I'm not a musical theater person. And so just to try singing and dancing on the stage at this age after, you know, wow, it was like, it was quite an experience. But I'm really grateful for the experience because it also brought me back to that love of dance that Gloria was mentioning. Yeah. Um, this one is kind of superficial, but I'm grateful for my car. This little car has driven me all the way from Texas to LA, you know, when I moved out here. And last month it hit 100,000 miles and she's still going. So, you know, I pray that, you know, hangs in there with me for, you know, many more miles. But it's one of those things where like we really take stuff like that for granted sometimes because I have 2 actor friends who don't have cars and they share with me about like riding the metro and riding the bus and how one guy he's taking like 2-hour bus rides just to get to his survival job. And then he'll, you know, obviously try to do submissions and like work on his auditions as he's like sitting on the bus. But I was like, man, I don't know how you do that in LA. Like, because it's such a car culture kind of place. So I'm really grateful that my car has survived and that I'm able to, you know, get from A and B as needed. And it's just one of those small things that I think, you know, many people with cars, we take for granted that it's our day to day. It's just part of our day to day. And then last but not least, this ties back into my number one about my family and our health. I'm very grateful for doctors, nurses, and caretakers. There are so many, you know, doctors and nurses, and some obviously are just, you know, getting by and doing their thing, but there are obviously many who are indeed life-saving people. So the reality is my mom is battling cancer, and my dad survived a heart attack and had a quadruple bypass. And so that all happened this year. They're still, you know, healing, they're still going through it. And so we've had to rely on the doctors and nurses. And we had, as a family, had to hire a caretaker to check in on them. And so those are the people who just, you know, are in a lot of people's lives. They may come in and out of our lives, these doctors and nurses. Oh, even my husband's mom is battling cancer. It's just crazy. Like this is a crazy year, right? Like, you know, I live here very close to where the fire is happening. And like Elena was saying, it's like, it feels like this year has already happened. But, you know, where I work, people come in and they're like, oh, you know, we lost everything in the fire. So we're trying to replenish our ornament collection and, you know, things like that. It's like, oh my gosh, that already happened almost a year ago. And it's crazy to think about that. But in the span of a year, a lot has happened. And so I'm very grateful for, you know, those people who indeed save lives, doctors and nurses. So yeah, I think I've hit like 10 or 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are really great, Gloria.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks. That's craziness.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, awesome job, everybody. That was really cool. It was really inspiring and almost tearful. And yeah, and it's like it's cool to feel gratitude because
100%.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's
Special episode of Screenwriters Talk Screenwriting.
yeah. Yeah. But I want to do this like every year because I think it's
Yeah.
it I think it's so easy. I mean, especially I think I talked about this last year, but it's so easy to you know, we all want more than we have. It's so easy to like criticize ourselves. It's so easy to, you know, think about the negative, but like we also have so much to be positive for and or grateful for and thankful for. And yeah, so it's good to remember that and good to keep that in your heart. So but yeah.
I'm
Thank
sorry
you.
we're not screenwriters talking about screenwriting.
That's okay. I mean, this episode you don't need to. It's what I do every other episode. So
This is the one-off.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's all good. Yeah, like you know, it's my podcast. I can do whatever I want. So
That's true. It's your baby.
yeah. So it doesn't need to um follow a certain like protocol or whatever. Because some episodes are just interviews. Some episodes I teach stuff, but this one I really love a lot. So yeah, thank you all for coming, especially on such short notice. November got away from me and I was like, oh my gosh, Thanksgiving is next week. I want to record this. And I know we did it on a Friday last year and I feel like doing it on a Friday keeps it fun too. And Fridays are a little bit less stressful than other days of the week. But yeah, awesome. And yeah, watch Love at First Bite this weekend if you haven't yet. It's both of you. Yeah, I mean, all of you are super funny. But Glow, I think you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, that's I don't know. There's a I can't tell you. There's like a thing in the end. I'm like so happy that Marissa, but I'm not gonna tell you what
I
it is.
can't wait to watch.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know. No spoilers. No spoilers.
Yeah. Yeah. So and Gloria, you got I mean and Elena too. You all got laughs last week when we watched in the theater. So
Oh, good. Whew. That's good to hear.
yeah.
Can you drop in the chat, Elena, you mentioned a YouTuber you watch. I'd love to hear her name again, Charlotte something.
Yes.
And then
Charlotte
Jordan, can
Dobre.
you tell us the
Oh,
name
go
of
ahead.
your YouTube channel?
Yeah, it's Screenwriting Success Club. I named it also. I found out like if I put screenwriting first in the YouTube channel, people find it way quicker. So I
Okay.
did that once I saw my analytics go up and I when I changed the name to Screenwriting Success Club and I was like, all right, I'm keeping it that because the analytics are liking it. But yeah, I'll put it in the chat as well. And we can also just reply to all to the email if you want that I sent
Yeah,
out. I think
cool.
yesterday, I think it was. So, but yeah, I'll put it right now.
And
But
Gloria, congratulations on your marriage. That's exciting.
yeah,
Thank you. Yeah. It's a second marriage for both of us. And so, he had a big wedding in his first one. I, had a decent something. But we just, we're both middle-aged and we both kind of know where we're at in life and we didn't feel the need to have like a big thing. So we told our families because we got engaged over the summer while we were on our travels, and then we told our family. And then once we got back, we were like hit with that reality of life, as I mentioned with, his mom and my parents all being sick and just like the fact that we're older. And so we were like, we should just go get it done because we didn't expect to have like family and friends come to like some big wedding and spend money, you know what I mean? Because, we're just like, we don't need to really bother people with that. So we just went and eloped and then
So romantic.
friends. Yeah, right.
Great story.
Yeah, we just decided to tell friends as we've like run into them or started, chatting with people. We were just like, oh yeah, by the way, we got married.
Jordan,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to run soon. I know I said 10:30, but I got to deal with the car.
yeah, no worries. Yeah. I wanted to ask really quick, Glow, did they have Taka Waititi and Aubrey Plaza on the website, or is that something
They
they put
do
up?
have them on the website.
Cool.
Yeah.
wondering. Awesome. Awesome. But yeah. Okay, that's it. Thank you all for coming. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy
Happy
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Happy holidays if I don't see you before that. And come back next year.
Yes.
Yay.
Oh, now I expect to be back.
Yes.
And
This is
actually, we
fun.
can start our gratitude list early.
Yeah. You want to, yeah. Sometimes if I'm sad too, I actually do this. I actually like if I'm feeling sad, I'll write down 10 things I'm grateful for, and by the end of it, I'm feeling better. So it's
Yeah.
a thing I've been practicing for like years. So
Well, thanks for bringing us all together, Jordan.
yeah,
Yeah, thank
for
you.
coming. It was awesome. Awesome seeing everyone again. So yeah.
Thank you. Happy holidays.
Happy
Yeah.
holidays.
Holidays, everyone.
Bye.
Have a good weekend.